Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 news update video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you info on a new voice line for Anakin that has been leaked, a major update to Battlefront 2 modding, and a new Star Wars game rumour. Before I get into the Battlefront 2 news, I have to talk about this new EA Star Wars game rumour, because it is just so interesting. What I mention in this segment of the video is just a rumour. There is no confirmation, but it is from potentially credible sources. Do not take what you hear as fact in case those sources end up being wrong. So Zero.hu reports Project Luminous, the upcoming multimedia Star Wars project, will kick off with a new video game in 2021. Project Luminous has little to no info publicly right now, but news should be coming this month, but I wouldn't expect too much. According to the rumours, Project Luminous will tie in with the new era of Star Wars films, which will start releasing in 2022, and they will be set 400 years prior to The Phantom Menace in an era called the High Republic. This means Yoda will be much younger and in his prime. Seriously. Making StarWars.com, who have been extremely reliable over the last few years for film and game leaks and everything to do with Star Wars, have also said their sources were telling them the same sort of thing. It appears that this era is the future of Star Wars over the next decade or so, not the Old Republic, which takes place 25,000 to 1,000 years prior to the events of The Phantom Menace. The studio developing this potential game and any other information about the game was not shared by the sources to the outlets. If this is true, I speculate it could be Respawn's next game following Jedi Fallen Order, as Project Luminous is going to be exploring the Jedi and Sith hundreds of years before the Skywalker saga. Having said that, Vince Zampella, the CEO of Respawn Entertainment, did mention in an interview a few days ago that the Star Wars team's next story-driven project is not set in stone. This could be true, false, or true from a certain point of view. Only time will tell if what we've heard is legitimate. Impossible to see, the future is. That is all we have for now on the potential new game. As soon as there is an update, I will upload a video, so make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. Okay, now let's get into the Battlefront 2 news. Some people were asking in one of my past news videos if there were any charts released for Battlefront 2 sales recently, and in the past day, PlayStation revealed Battlefront 2 was the 5th most downloaded game on PS4 in the USA during the month of December, and it was the 6th most downloaded game on PS4 in Europe in December as well. Sure, it is cheap, but to have it up there with so many new games, and games that people would consider to be more popular, is insane. Moving on to some major news in terms of Battlefront modding, Galaxy Man, who created the Battlefront modding tools, has been hired by DICE. This is fantastic news, and I wish him all the best and thank him for the incredible work he's put into this community. Now, what does this mean for Battlefront 2 and modding? Well, because he works at DICE, he won't be working on the modding tools anymore, and I know this is going to cause a little bit of unrest, but don't you worry. Cade and Durangler, who I've known for quite some time, they are other fellow modders, are going to be keeping the project alive to make sure the tools are working and mods can be used, things like that. I'm very thankful they've stepped up to keep this part of the community going. As for what this means for players of Battlefront now Galaxy Man is at DICE, I don't know what he's going to be doing, but he's obviously very good at software development, and I'm sure his hiring will have a good impact on this game in some way. This is not the first time DICE have hired community members. The creator of CineTools and others have worked at DICE for quite some time now. Also, I have to mention before anyone gets carried away, retexturing and replacing an asset for a simple Battlefront mod is not the same as what DICE have to do to make stuff, so don't go commenting why DICE should hire everyone that's ever made a mod. The modders themselves would dispute it too, as they know it's not the same. Finally, there is a new voice line for Anakin that can be activated in-game via a glitch. Before I show you what happens with the glitch, I want to give some context, and I will take you back to July 2019. a new voice line for both Anakin and Dooku was added to the files, and as of 8th of January 2020, they still have not been added in the game. I suggested they probably come out as challenge rewards later in 2019, much like the ones we got over the summer. But they still have not been made available to be used, or their existence has not even been acknowledged by DICE. This is both odd and disappointing. I honestly had forgot this voice line existed until a subscriber of mine, Blitz Recon, special shout out to him for providing this footage of the glitch happening. He was playing as Anakin last week, and his voice line emote wheel randomly swapped to Obi-Wan's, but it did not play Obi-Wan's voice lines. The Maul option played Wizard, the unreleased voice line.
Wizard! Wizard!
This is bizarre, but it shows it's working in-game in the latest version of Battlefront 2. Blitz has no idea how he got the Kenobi voice wheel up, it was just quite random. If you want to hear where Anakin's voice line is from and Dooku's, here it is from my video back in July last year.
This is just the beginning.
Wizard!
This is just the beginning.
This is so wizard, Annie.
This is just the beginning.
Wizard!
How come no one says wizard anymore?
That is all of the Battlefront 2 news for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, please do drop a like, plus subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss any other Battlefront 2 news. Also, let me know your thoughts on anything to do with the video down in the comment section below, and I will leave links to Making Star Wars and Zero.hu's articles on the High Republic era rumours. Be sure to check out any of the 2 previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.